Hey guys, it's Tiny here, and we're back for another speed build. Today we are building the Crestbucks Café. Um, and it's a cafe I built for my save world. It goes into Newcrest. It's actually a part of the affluent community that I have with a bunch of expensive modern builds. I went for a modern industrial type of thing. So here's the funny thing that happened. I built this once before this time. I've I built it and then I completely screwed up saving the footage. So I had to completely demolish it and build it again. So this is the second time. Which is cool because I guess it goes faster now. Hmm, I don't know. I don't think it necessarily went faster than I built it the first one because the first one I believe it actually got put up and put together a lot quicker than this one, mostly because I knew in my head what I wanted. And while I wanted the same thing, I was a little discouraged because I had lost a file. You know, sometimes you're really hard on yourself, and so that's what happened with that. But we're here, we're building it again because I wanted a cafe in Newcrest. So in Newcrest, in my save file, each of the communities have one community lot versus all the community lots in one area. We have the bowling alley in like the rundown part of town where the cheap houses are, and then they have the Newcrest Park over there in like the mid level. So that's where Newcrest Park is, and then the New Bucks Cafe is over here where we have the more rich people. Most of these lots are 300,000 simoleons or more. So that's where this is. And I think it fits really well in the neighborhood. I really liked and really enjoyed putting it together. Making community lots is fun. They go a lot faster than making residential lots for me. Residential lots takes me hours upon hours. And, I just got to get my life together. So here you see me getting the bathroom squared away. So I was about to do bathroom stalls when I realized Discovery University came with bathroom stalls, and that was like the best thing ever. So I put that down there. I mean, it was the best thing ever to me because it's probably not the best thing ever to other people, but it was the best thing ever to me. So Discovery University coming with the bathroom stalls and the little lunch tray provider people. That was the best thing because I like to put those on my community lots, especially in gyms. I like to put the food serving stall there. And then I like to put the bathroom stalls in like their public lots because building individual stalls, I don't know, just doesn't seem right. I don't go into most places and get a private bathroom door area. I can go into some places, but most places don't have that. So this is what we have here, and we're just putting everything together. If you haven't been following me on Twitter or Facebook, I have announced that today after my Twitch stream, I will be posting 2 console stuff pack codes, and the voting is currently going on Twitter. The link to my Twitter will be down below. The link to my Twitch will also be down below, and all the links will be down below. So all of the links will be below. I will be doing that after my Twitch live stream. And on Twitch today, we are building a restaurant because I don't have any restaurants in any of my games, and so I can't do restaurant dates, which I really love doing in The Sims, and it's one of the reasons why I got Dine Out. So we'll be doing a restaurant, but that comes at 12, and I'll be streaming 12 to 2. You're very welcome to join me. We laugh, talk, and you guys hear me saying random dumb things. You'll probably hear my dogs bark. You never know. Or I listen to music, and you may just come and watch the stream and jam out on the music. That's perfectly fine too. Right after that, I'll be looking at the votes for Twitter, and then I'll be dropping those stuff pack codes. So it will be between 2:30 and 3 o'clock, and it's probably most likely gonna be around 245 because it doesn't really take me long to get the codes once I know what I'm getting. So this is my way of just giving back to the Sims community. So this is one of the things I really enjoy being a part of this community. Everybody's been really, really nice and it's been super awesome. Alright, so you're seeing me bringing the dining room together. So this area up here is going to be like a little loft area, but not to live because you can't own the cafe. And we'll be getting that together. So here I'm picking out lights. I really wanted something industrial, so I went for industrial lights or lights that look industrialized. So we have a set of 3 here, and we'll actually put a set of 4 um, facing from the door. And I'm putting in the big windows. The whole idea behind this was like this was a factory that was repurposed into a cafe. So it didn't have windows. The windows were put in there. They didn't break down the metal of the wall or the concrete of the wall because I believe the the siding I use is like concrete. It kind of looks concrete-ish, metal-ish, and then the roof is metal. And I'm just trying to decorate everything and make sure it's all good. I hope everybody's doing good out there. I know that countries and states are opening up regardless of your decision on whether or not to go out. Always stay safe. I know people who have been sick. I know people who have passed. So it's not a joke to me. And regardless of where you fall in the political spectrum, protect yourself. It really makes no sense to fall ill and possibly pass away for something so minuscule. Like, there are bigger things in the world for us to worry about, and this is not one of those things that we should have to. So, protect yourselves and protect your family and be smart in your decisions to go out. So, here we're getting outside um, and inside. You'll see me going back and forth. I think with the community lights, I kind of go around a lot, so it's not, oh, I'm getting one area done and then I'm going to get the other area done. It's not like that at all. I'm not as organized with community lots as I am with like home lots or residential lots. So you'll see me move around um, a lot. So in this situation, the tables that I had before didn't have a matching chair. The only matching chair that came with those tables were in Get Together, and they were super bulky. They didn't fit with the theme, so I went for these tables that I believe are base game, but the chairs I put them with because the legs of the tables were gray, and the chairs are cats and dogs. Um, the outside chairs and tables are also Get Together, but I really liked them. I liked the way they looked, and they looked very outside, but still sleek. So I kept those. Those I definitely liked. And here I'm picking a shelf to go upstairs. Because, you know, a cafe, I wanted areas for the people to be able to read. And I just wanted to make sure that they had a place and the area had lights. So I know that it's kind of up in the roof and you won't see that stuff on the wall, but I still wanted them to be there. So just going through and placing lighting where I can, especially where I know lighting will be difficult. So now I'm just going to do the other side. Yep. And here I'm just changing colors of windows, making sure they're all the same. I think I changed out the windows on the side because they're not the blue purple tinted ones. They're yep, there we go. We're changing those. So I'm not sure what those windows are. I know both sets are base game, but I know one set has the blue purple tint or the different tinted colors, and the other set is all clear with different linings. So I'm just changing it out so that all the windows are the same. So here I'm just doing the sides, and yeah, we get all our windows together. They look really nice. I'm actually really happy how this cafe came together. I didn't want it to be bulky, but I did also want it to be populated. I wanted it to be spacious, and I didn't want to put rugs all through it. So it was really hard because I put rugs through a lot of stuff. Like, this is me. I'm a ruggy. I guess that's what I'm calling myself now. But I tried really hard not to do that here. So here you see me putting on the tin roof. I was going to go a different color. I was going to go black, but I ended up going with the lighter gray or the darker gray. In the sun, it looks really different. I think in the dark, it's a tad darker. And then I went for the green concrete around the side because it kind of looked industrial, like it was an industrial type of color. And here you're going to see me put the little black pretty and plastic wallpaper. That's a base game wallpaper. And I actually believe that green is a base game wallpaper. So I wanted the pretty and plastic ones because I really like the way it looks. It looks blocked out. Like there are blocks of marble that's standing that's like stacked up. So that's why I went with that one. And here I'm just, that trash can is gonna get moved, but I put the trash can there, and I'm putting the outside trash can because at this point I realized that all I was missing to make this a workable lot was the trash cans. So I went ahead and put those out there at that point, and here I'm doing the inside. So the inside, the idea is they did not use sheeting because it was an industrial place. So the colors on the outside is what's on the inside. And you know, and the inner wall for the bathroom, that was wood. But it was fun to play with that because normally I'll just make the inside whatever color I wanted to, and I considered that. But then I was like, well, I actually kind of want the outside to be inside because this is technically industrial lot. Like this was an industrial place that turned into a cafe. So that's one of the things that I was doing. So here you see me trying to find flooring. I end up going with a marble flooring that I believe is from Dine Out. So we're getting the bathrooms together. I keep the bathroom really simple, and here I'm trying to get lighting. I think about all the lighting. This lighting I think is from Strangerville. Strangerville had a lot of good build by stuff, and the story was really good when I played it. I don't think it has replayability unless you just really like that type of stuff, because I know a lot of people actually play it repeatedly, but I played it the one time and I really enjoyed the story, and fighting the mother plant was fun and everything. And their build buy was really nice. I think it's one of the better build buys in the game packs because it comes with a lot of stuff you can use. You can make things look old and industrial, and you can make stuff look round down, and you can make things look like a shipwreck, or just you have versatility. It goes really good with dine out stuff or get to work stuff to make things look really industrial. So I really like Strangerville build by mode. So I just want to put that out there. If you don't have Strangerville and you're against it, but you like to build, you're missing out on a bunch of great things. And here I'm just getting all the wood together. I was gonna make that shelf because I use a shelf to make a table, and if you look, I have the counters underneath for the stools to snap to. But I was gonna make the shelf the same color as the rest of the wood, but the counter that has the computers on it is a lighter brown, so I kept this shelf a lighter brown so it just sticks with the counter theme. And then I have this quote unquote being held up by wooden beams. So that's what you see me putting here in place. The two in the back are connected to the wall, so they're not all the way to the ceiling, but the two in the front are all the way to the ceiling. So you'll see me place two in the front and make sure I rise them to go up high enough. Yep, there we go. Um, I use the cheats bb.move objects. I use show hidden objects and show live edit objects. I don't believe I use any live edit or hidden objects in this build. I believe everything was regular build by, but I turn them on every build just in case because I don't know what I feel like when I go into a build and I let my feelings go into it. When I go with my community lots, I do not limit myself to a pack per se unless it was a request from a friend or a viewer. Like if you guys request a certain thing, certain packs, I will do those. Not a lot, but I will do them and make a speed build and put them on the gallery for you. But if they're going in my game, I try to make the community lots um, with whatever feels right in that lot. So you'll see things from Dine Out in here. You'll see stuff from Strangerville because it works really well. Um, Outdoor Retreat, Get to Work, Seasons. I got cool kitchen stuff in here. So this is a pretty big variety. Um, but I actually think it went together really, really well, and I'm extremely happy how it came out. And it doesn't look super cluttered. Nope, it doesn't look super cluttered. So here you see me placing the sign, or trying to place the sign. I do eventually go back and place it there, and I figure out how I want it. This is base game. You actually get this in the business thing. It's supposed to be a stock ticker, which if you want to pretend that it's still a stock ticker, that is something that could be in a cafe. They could keep track of stock because, you know, some cafes are in the city or near stock trading things, so that's possible. Here, it's the order list, so it lets you know whose order is up and stuff like that. I tried to put it back there, but I ended up moving over here, so it's probably better as a stock ticker. Uh, so that was my thought when I put it in there. It's just letting you know whose order is up. So this is what we're doing, and we're done with placing all the important needed stuff. So here I'm just doing the decor, and decor takes me a little while. Mostly because I think I know what I want, but then I don't. Like I tried to put these honey buns, which I think they stay right there, but I tried to put a lot of the baking related pictures that came in Get to Work because you can own a bakery there. That came in Get to Work, but a, a lot of it was like making cakes, and I didn't want this place to be making cakes. I didn't want this place to be making cakes. I wanted this place to be making coffee and offering different pastries, but not cakes. So I didn't use all of that stuff, and I thought what I did use was actually really good. And this is me putting pipes everywhere, trying to just let people know this used to be industrial. So there are pipes on the wall in various places. I put a little piece of a plant on top of a shelf, and this is a cutting board, and here I'm just cluttering up the counter space and getting more industrial looking stuff on the side of the building. And I'm placing different decorations. So I really like Tiny Living. Tiny Living surprised me. It wasn't something that I necessarily wanted, and I didn't necessarily not want it either. I was just, you know, it's Tiny Living. I didn't ask for it. It's cool. I know there was a lot of people building tiny houses and stuff, so it made sense for them to come out with it. And when I bought it, oh my gosh, the stuff was really good. You can use that stuff in any build. You can use it for pastry, you can use it for a community lot, you can use it for cooking, you can use it for residential, you can use it for anything. It's a really good pack. So if you have reservations about Tiny Living, yeah, you don't have to use the tiny lot stuff and you don't have to get the tiny lot perks, but the build buy is solid. I love it. And with the Murphy beds, I know you can use it one time and your sim dies. I would say don't use a Murphy bed until your sim has level 10 handiness, because then they can do auto upgrades, which is where they upgrade the bed all the way to the maximum upgrades. So waiting till your sim has level 10 handiness. If your sim don't, or if that's not something you plan on doing, then don't get the Murphy beds because they're actually the deadliest thing in the game right now. So, but they're fun to have, and I actually gave one for my Super Sims butler. So the butler has one, and before we hire the butler, I'm actually going to have her upgraded because she's level 10 in handiness. The Super Sim is to max out all skills and work at least one side of each job. And I added the extra difficulty of getting all the collections. So, yeah, my Sims got a long way to go, and that series will be coming to the stream. But we will not be starting that over. You'll be getting that where I am. So, we are in her second marriage and in her second set of kids. So, that's where we are with the Super Sims. So, and we'll go through that. We ain't gonna worry about that. That's not this video. So, yeah. Tiny Living was awesome. These little plants that are on the wall there, I believe they are from City Living. They're either from City Living or Spa Day. Because those two packs came with a lot of modern looking plants. I know Dine Out came out with my favorite bathroom plant, which I did not use in this build, but I love that plant. I use it in bathrooms all the time. It looks great on a shelf and all that other stuff. So this is here, me putting this fridge. I thought it would work like a vending machine because I really want a vending machine in this build. So I got rid of the food fridge. And I put this fridge from Spa Day there, but I'm actually going to remove it because in testing it did not work like a vending machine, like you can make food out of it, and I don't want Sims coming and grabbing cereal out of there. I want them to be able to buy it. So I'm going to remove that from that file, and I'm going to test the other file. So I'm going to put the other fridge in there and test it, and once I know if that works, you will or you may or may not have a vending machine in this build on the gallery. If there is no vending machine in the build, it's because it didn't work. I'm going to use the Get to Work one because that works as a vending machine on the work lots. So I'm really hoping it will work as a vending machine on this lot. So just keep the fingers crossed that there is a vending machine there, and if so, it will be exactly where you see me put the refrigerator from Spa Day. I don't like that it has like drinks in there and it says it's a vending machine, and it doesn't dispense drinks or anything. It's like a refrigerator. So that just seems really weird for me because it even has a slot where you put the money or where your Sims quote unquote put the money and press buttons. It just seems really weird that that's how that would work, and I feel like that's something they really should have thought about. So this is me doing the landscaping. So I know you guys are used to me doing landscaping first, but I don't know what it is about community lots. I do the landscaping last because I want to make sure that the lot has everything on it that I want, and then I can make, you know, the remaining things around it look pretty. So here I'm doing the tree and small succulents that I've been doing in the neighborhood the whole time. So it's on point with the theme. I did make those trees a little bit smaller than I've been using in the neighborhood, and then I put the same world trees from Build By on the back edge so that it just looks like it blends in. I just wanted it to blend in with the neighborhood and with the foliage around it. So that's what I was doing here. The landscaping was really simple this time, mostly because most of the lot is quote unquote paved over. So that's what I was doing here. And there I'm just replacing the little flowers that I wanted to put in the front because I wanted the signage out there. And I'm putting grass around. You'll see me mess with some bushes. Because I thought about putting chairs there, but I don't really want anyone sitting on the edge of this lot like that. So I put bushes there, and I'm going to get a statue to put out here in the back. I was going to put a fountain early on, but I didn't want the fountain to mess anything up. So I ended up putting that statue because it's really tall. So it takes up a little space while at the same time taking up a lot of space. So I thought that was really cool, and it's industrial looking, so it's almost like they took the leftover metal and created art with it, or got a local artist to create art with it. So here I'm just gonna put the dark, I'm gonna put the dark, guys. I'm gonna put the dark on the game. No, I'm gonna put lights um, in the game for when it's nighttime. So this is me placing the lights, and this is over quickly because there isn't a lot of spaces that need light. So we go through there, and I'm just doing the terrain paint, and that'll actually be the last thing I do for this. So leave your questions, comments, and suggestions below. And I will see you guys in the next video. And I hope to see you on my stream today, as we're going to be building a cafe. And if not, I hope you console players, or whichever console player gets one of the packs that I post, enjoy it. Because based on what I see on Twitter, it just might be laundry day. You guys have a great day. I'll see you later. And if you like this, subscribe to my channel.